I'm ready to throw up, man. What's good, folks? I said I'd get back on the cardio, and we're back on the cardio. We're doing some interval sprints on the bike. 30 seconds, 30 seconds on, 45 seconds off. We've roughly burnt about 180, say 190 calories so far in about 10 minutes. I don't know the accuracy of that. I know these things are very generic. But yeah, man, putting in the work, trying to keep the heart rate, good, keep blood pressure low, all the other stuff. But let me get into this next set now. Push, 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 push. Keep going. Don't skip out on your cardio, kids. And if you don't like doing long form cardio, you can always do this sort of cardio. So interval training, more beneficial, some would say, some would argue. Me, I like it because I like doing short spurts compared to going for longer distance. It kind of mimics, when I play football, mimic football. So I used to use a treadmill, bike, anything, any sort of cardio equipment, even a rowing machine. But it's the last set now. Let's get into it, man. Got 10 seconds to go. Excuse the chain. I'm gonna put it behind so you can make less noise. Push, push, push. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. So, today, I decided to show the cardio. I feel like it's important to show everything. Proof is in the pudding. There you go. I ain't lying. 12 minutes of sprints. We're gonna get into a leg workout today. Well, I'm sweating bullets. A leg workout today, man. We're gonna do some Bulgarians, normal leg extension, hamstring curls. Gonna try some good mornings today as well, and probably deadlift. And then go from there. No landmine squats today. But should have a good old time, man. Sweating. But do your cardio, man. Very important. Not just for aesthetic purposes, but just general health purposes. You want to increase, again, your heart rate. You want to improve your resting heart rate. And again, the more your body can pump blood around in one push, I forget the name, scientific name. So let's say one contraction, the healthier you are, If your heart's constantly you're not healthy. You want to be blood all around the body, So yeah, man, let's get into the workout. So ordinarily, I would skip showing all the activation stuff because I would say, that's boring. They don't want to see that. But today, we ain't skipping nada. I'm showing everything. So activation, make sure the glutes, all the other muscles in the legs are working before we get into the heavy lifting. Now, very important, you don't want to injure yourself, and sometimes, if you don't have, particularly active glutes, exercises like these will wake them up before you get into, specific exercises, because if they're not awake, other muscles are going to take over, and you don't want other muscles taking over, and sometimes it can lead to injury. So you just want to make sure that the muscles that you are targeting are ready for exercise. At the end of the day, we don't want no injuries. We don't want no little niggles. I've had enough of those. We don't want no more. So we do the necessary things to make sure we can avoid it, or at best limit it. Okay. So we're gonna do one more set of that. Probably move up to the green band. This was a medium band. Felt all right. But I used to do these things before football matches. You know, we'd have an assistant coach run us through a specific routine to get our limbs ready for the game. So this is not new to me. And I felt the effects of it when I was playing football. So I've always maintained it. So take a quick rest and we get into the next one. But this should be a good session, man. It should be a quality session. Haven't been able to record a leg workout in a while just due to schedule and stuff had to be done. So we're getting back on their legs, but I haven't been skipping legs. If that's what you took that to mean, we don't skip leg days. Gotta build from the ground up. Foundation, man. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Them glutes are ready, man. These are probably the best quality bands that I've had for doing this. I've bought some bands on Amazon in the past. And they haven't lasted too long, to be honest. But these ones seem to be able to stretch very well. And I've lasted quite a bit. So kudos to these bands. I bought them locally from Quartz. If you're in the Caribbean and you know obviously about Quartz, if you're not, then the brand is Go Fit Pro Power Loop. There you go. So we're gonna do some hip flexor activation now. Use these mats because I don't want to destroy those bands. And we'll probably go with a lighter band in general. We'll probably use the, we'll start with the other one and see what comes of it. Sorry, I'm trying to do 2 cameras at once. You know, you got to do the reels and long form at the same time. So this is a great hip flexor one. You can hold on to something. You just bring it up like that. This is too light, man. This is going to target all here. Get this ready for exercise. Kind of mimics a running motion. So if you're feeling pain when you're running or doing, you know, any sort of leg lift exercises, might be that your hip flexors are tight, weak, or you haven't activated them. Let's go up to the purple band, man. It's too easy. I'm still feeling those sprints, to be honest. Wait, this is actually feeling kind of, it might be a green band thing, to be honest. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We'll do one more with the green band. Call it after that. When it comes to making content, angles can definitely make or break how well a video performs. You know, if you got the right angle, right lighting, your body's looking a certain way, man, video can go viral. But it's bad, bad angle, bad lighting, you know, can't really see what's going on. No chance, no chance. Let's get into these leg extensions, man. So we're gonna do a quick warm-up set with the 40 kg. Ooh, this is hot now. It's been in the sun. So let's go. Take the shoes off. Kind of hits the ground if I leave my shoes on. All right, here we go. Feels nice. Okay. Yeah, so simple. Probably add another 10 kilo plate on. See how that rocks. And go from there. So I added 15 instead of the original plan 10, because why not, man? Why not push the limit? See what we're capable of. Had to add some other little stabilizing elements. The ground out here isn't exactly level, but hey, let's see what we're rocking with, man. Let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm actually glad that I did the 15 rather than waste my time and do the 10 and then I had to add in 5. So 5 reps, quality. We'll do one more set of that and then we'll get into the hamstring curls, man. Yeah, man. Next set. Let's do it. The road is particularly busy today, which is strange. Ah, that is hot. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You know what? I'm feeling to do one more set, man. One more set should round this off nicely. So yeah, we'll do 3 sets of the leg extensions today, which means we'll do the 3 sets of hamstring curls as well. Had to change the angle of the bench because it was shaking a little bit too much for my liking. This has been recently done, so you know there's like little pebbles and areas that need to smooth out. So sometimes you think you're putting it on a flat surface, but it's not exactly flat, and it kind of rocks the bench, which is not ideal when you're trying to move heavy weight. So, you know, safety first. All right, here we go. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, yeah. I know I'm gonna feel that tomorrow, for sure. For sure. Cool. So hamstring curls now. We'll go with we'll take off the 5, and we'll go with 50 kilos and see what we can do with that. And if so, then we just add the 5 or 2.5 on, and go from there, man. Oh, that bench is hot. Okay. You just need the mic. Cool. Here we go. Yeah. That's the perfect weight for sure. Ooh, yeah, boy. So yeah, we got 3 sets of those, man. That's gonna be real fun. I do need to grab my shirt though. Well, a shirt from inside. Little sweaty on the bench, but hamstring curls, do not skip. Let me just move you quickly. Do not skip out on hamstring curls or your hamstrings in general. A lot of people will neglect or negate doing hamstrings because it's not really a muscle that you look at aesthetically for the average or ordinary person. Obviously in bodybuilding and stuff, you're judging your hamstrings, but a lot of people would tend to focus more on quads rather than hamstrings. I've been a victim of that. But when you have overly dominant quads, or you know, a muscular imbalance in your quads and your hamstrings, you're more susceptible to pull your hamstrings, and they work in tandem, especially when you're running, you know, anything that involves physical activity. Even just bending over and picking something up requires your hamstrings. So don't skip out on hamstrings. Make sure that you're doing equal, you know, on both sides. And if you do find that you're pretty strong in hamstrings, then obviously you can focus more on quads. Or, you know, if you find that you're more strong in quads, you focus more on hamstrings. But at the end of the day, you want to maintain a certain level of balance. Muscular imbalances, not fun. Again, that's where injury comes in and all other issues. So you want to make sure that you're doing the right things. Next set. Let's do it, man. Taking my shoes off for this one. Feels weird when you have shoes on. Actually, I do prefer to work out with no shoes on at all, but again, outside is so pebbly at the moment. I ain't trying to be a hero, to be honest. So, second set, man. I can already feel my hamstrings are screaming. Necessary, man. No pain, no gain. Let's go. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. That was nice. That was nice. Okay, one more set, and then we'll move on to the lovely, hated, but very effective split squats, man. Eesh. So one thing I haven't spoken on enough is hydration. Very important to stay hydrated, not just during your workouts, but even on a day-to-day basis. You want to get yourself a good quality water. Tap water, if you have to do it. But if you can pick something else like a spring or a filtered, or even what's the other one? The ionized one, the Kangen, any sort of water that's gone through a process of cleansing, you want to opt for that. And you want to drink sufficient. You know, a lot of times we think we're hungry, but really we're just dehydrated. So our body will send a signal to the brain, you know, that we haven't got enough hydration. And it, you know, if you're not drinking water, we'll look for it in food. That's why fruits is very important, because it hydrates you. Rather than drinking water, you get the hydration from the water in the fruit, and obviously some vegetables as well. Well, that's another story. You'll get the hydration in fruit, so minerals as well, the vitamins in the fruit, the antioxidants, all those sort of things. So if water's not really your thing, just eating fruits that are heavy in water, you can get away with not drinking water, essentially. So something like watermelon, grapes are very hydrating. A lot of different things. Even coconut water and coconut flesh as well, very hydrating. So just remember to hydrate, especially if you're working out. If you're not, just on a day-to-day basis, hydrate. What is you guys' thoughts on star signs? I think they hold some weight, but I feel like people take them too literally. I feel like it's kind of like a general makeup of maybe someone's characteristics, but then some people, they get into this whole thing of, oh, this person's like this because they're that star sign, or they do this because of, you know, whatever star sign. I don't really believe in that. I feel like people kind of arch your star sign so that they can judge you in a sense, and then they will correlate your behavior to your star sign. Like, you can't change your behavior. Obviously, there's some behavior characteristics that you can't change, but I think for the most part, people can change if they want to. And people know when they're doing something bad for the most part, you know. But yeah, for me, star signs, they're more of like a guideline of how the person might be. But I've met some people and, you know, their star sign reads a certain way and they ain't nothing like that. You know, you can have two different people, same star sign, but they're completely different. I think life will kind of dictate the kind of person you end up being, to be honest, rather than a star sign. But, you know, I'm not knocking anybody who believes in that stuff, but me, I take it with a grain of salt at the end of the day. I don't necessarily care what someone's star sign is. All right, let's go. I ain't got it. All right. Ooh. Quality set. Let's have some fun with these split squats now, man. God, Jesus. Damn, can't find my balance. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh. X. Let me switch sides. One. X. All right. That's a good working weight. We'll stick with that. Yeah. First set was a little messy, so let's try and clean this one up. Balance wise and setup wise, let's get it right from the jump. Foot in place. Here we go. 1. X. Switch sides. There we go. Jesus Christ, man. Here we go. Whew. All right. We'll do one more set, and then that should be enough of that. Oh my God. Final set now. I don't think this is the heaviest we've ever done on Bulgarians, but we haven't done them in so long. The mechanisms and everything's a little bit off, so it is what it is, man. But I'm gonna get it right this time, for sure. Foot placement correct. Here we go. 1. Jesus. All right, here we go, man. Let's get. We ain't done. We got one more. Just lost balance. Let's go. Last one. Big. Okay. I'm ready to throw up, man. Deadlift time. Warm up with the 60, and then we'll add on the weight that we did last time, just to make sure everything is functioning correctly. I could put my straps on, but I might. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Alright. That felt good. Felt very good, in fact. We now add on the weight. We added an extra 15 kilos on either side. Say, man, take it for a spin. Won't know until you try. This is not the heaviest we've done. I think we put the 2.5s on as well. So if this goes well, we'll put it add in the 2.5. Forgot the wrist straps again, but hey. Let's see. I like my hands reasonable width apart. Sink that butt right on the shins. Drive your heels into the ground. Chest up. Here we go. 1. Ooh. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Could have probably got about 2 more out of that. But lower back has been feeling a little tight the last few days. So we ain't gonna go too crazy. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, seeing that we got 10, probably put some weight on here so we can get that number down to about 7 or 8. So maybe we'll do, instead of 20 kilos, we'll probably do about 25 kilos to get the numbers down. But it's a good set, man. Definitely feeling the effects of this session now. Oof, my goodness. Final set now. We've got 25 kilos. No, we don't. That's a big. We actually have 30 kilos. Got 2 10s and 2 5s. 15 kg each side. So let's see how this moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Ooh, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay. I think we'll do some core today. I'm not sure if I record it or not, depending on how long this video is already, man. But I feel like core is necessary to do today, man. One thing I will say, this is totally unrelated. Life is not fair. You have your ups, you have your downs, but life is essentially not fair. And I will say this because, and I'll give you a story of why life is not fair. Well, it isn't, it isn't. Let me say, life doesn't have favorites. Although it may seem that way, life does not. I remember when I was in university, I was training for soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. And my junior year, going into my senior year, so I just finished my junior year, you know. So summertime comes, I said to myself, I'm gonna do a training camp, solo training camp. I'm gonna spend the whole summer in Florida. There was tracks, there was fields, whatever. The gym was proper. So I said I'll do that. Hold on one second. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna isolate myself from all the fun, friends. I was staying with family, but you know, my usual family, so I can focus in, zero in on getting fit and getting better. So I did that, exactly that. Every day I went running, gym, obviously some football stuff involved, ate clean, did all the necessary stuff, you understand? Came back to England for about 2 weeks, you know, had a good time, enjoyed whatever. So fast forward now, we go into the season, and second game of the season, I break my big toe. Season-ending injury because the bones wouldn't fuse back together. So ordinarily, it became dislocated and broken at the same time, and it broke in such a way where the bone still doesn't fuse back together. So there's like a space there, but it's built up scar tissue, so I have some strength in that toe still. And I remember the day after they told me, I went in my room and I sat down and I thought to myself, man, I just spent we break up in school in May, so June, July. Let's say 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, training, working. I'm fit, strong, everything, feeling good. And it's all gone to, you can say at that point, waste. It was a waste of time. However, I say that to say the following year, and you might say to yourself, this guy's injury prone, but I'm really not. But following year, this time I didn't go to America. I went back home to the UK, but I went with the same mindset. I'm gonna run every day. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna, you know, isolate myself to a certain degree, not too much, but isolate myself to a certain degree, man, and just, again, focus, zero in, eat good, all that other stuff. I did the same thing. Went back. We always do fitness tests before the season to see where we're at. So I think the previous year where I broke my toe, I got like 20, which was you're in the green, you're fit, you're good, you know, you're ready for the season. The next year, I think I got 22 or 23 on the fitness test, which again, very, very good. I think I was maybe the last one in it, or there was one more person after me. Don't remember. I was either the last one or second to last one running. And then I remember after that, my hamstring felt a little bit funny, but nothing, you know, nothing crazy. So then do all the fitness tests, get through that. And then I remember on the first day of preseason. So this was after the fitness test. We go away, we go wherever. And then we were playing a match, like a little scrimmage match, warm-up match, whatever, just to see how everyone's moving, you know, all that other stuff. And I turned to run, hamstring pulled. 2 weeks to come back, missed the whole of the preseason. Didn't get to play no games, didn't really get to train. So now I think I maybe got like a few days of preseason, I want to say, but again, it was rushed. I wasn't fully there. I think I got the last game before the season come to a close. I mean, before the preseason come to a close. And again, I thought to myself, man, all this work, and essentially you don't lose all your fitness in 2 weeks, but I was watching everyone train, get better, get ready for the season, and I just thought to myself, damn man, like why? But anyway, wasn't necessarily the best season for the team, but again, I thought to myself, man, if I had just been given the pre-season, I feel like I would have had a larger impact during the season. But yeah, man, I say it to say life is not particularly fair. Even if you do all the hard work, you do everything right, life gonna throw you some curveballs at the end of the day, man. And regardless of that, I mean, after the season, I still went on to play semi-pro, and we did very well. Managed to reach the conference finals. Unfortunately, we lost in the conference finals, but yeah, man, life gonna throw you some curveballs, man. You just gotta suck it up and deal with it at the end of the day. Big pause. But yeah, that's that really. So quick story time. Now, let's get into some core. I haven't done lying leg raises in a good while. So let's do some of those, man. Let's do some of these. That was too easy. That was way too easy, man. Way too easy. I want to see if I can maybe... Let's make it harder. I'm going to try some dragon flags, man. See if I can do those. That might be more beneficial. That was simple. So for those of you who don't know, dragon flags is a core exercise which was popularized by Bruce Lee, if not the greatest martial artist to ever live. Bit of a technical one. It's like you bring your legs up like this, and then, let me see if I can find something. Hold on. Kind of push your core up, and then you come down slow. Now, usually you're supposed to bring your legs back up, but man, I ain't done these in a hot minute. So, my gosh, okay. Oh, that burns. Oh my God, that burns. Oh, wow. One more. Come on. One more. Oh, my days, blood. One more. Wow. Ooh, my core has not burnt like that in a hot minute, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we might have to get back on those, man. Previously, I was decent at them. As I said, I used to do core after every single session when I was training for football, man. When I say, I got to a point where I was very, very dedicated. I would say for me, I became dedicated too late, if I'm completely honest. Things that I should have been doing at an earlier age, I started doing too late, and not ridiculously late. Like I started getting serious at like 25. No, obviously not. But I would say like serious to a point where, you know, I'm taking what I eat into account, you know, working on core, strength, all that other stuff, doing extra bits outside of training. I would say maybe about, not 16, about 17 going into 18, which again is probably too late. I think if you are, you know, really want to play at an elite level of sport, you need to start taking it serious. You want to enjoy yourself when you're young, but I would say maybe around 12, 13 is where either, you know, a guardian, mentor, parent, coach has to say, hey, if you want a career in this, you need to, you know, up the ante or whatever. But some people just naturally dedicated. So they would do stuff without even knowing that it's helping them, you know, in the long run. So, you know, it's definitely something that you have to take into consideration. The earlier you start, the more amount of time that you give yourself to become, you know, the best that you possibly can at whatever the chosen activity is at the end of the day. Doesn't mean you're going to make it, but you definitely will improve your chances by a long mile. That compounded effort goes a long way at the end of the day. So don't think that you can wake up one night, do something for a week and be like, yeah, I'm going to make it now. No. Years upon years upon years, you know, because it's funny. You think you work hard until you meet someone who's working harder than you and you go, oof, I'm not doing nowhere near enough. But, you know, every time you level up, you meet people who are, you know, just pushing you a bit more to do more. So you can always better your best at the end of the day. And there's always someone who's better than you, you know, arguable sometimes, but just push you to more heights, man. So let's get into this next set of dragon flags. See if we can, other camera turn off. Give me 1 second. So I said we're working 2 cameras at once, man. Trying to be resourceful, you know, instead of having to do exercises solely for the purpose of reels and TikTok. Recorded all at the same time. That one wasn't that good. Oh crap! Almost threw myself off the bench. Okay, nah, I'm cooked. I am cooked, mate. Flip, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, what a session this has been. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you gained something from it. I hope you try this routine. Subscribe, like the video, share if you gained anything or you think someone else you know would gain anything from this. Follow me on all socials. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, hit me up. DM me on any social media platform. Instagram is probably the best, but whatever you have, or even just send me an email if you don't have any socials. But yeah, for the most part, stay disciplined, work hard, and go after what you want, man.